Greetings and salutations. This is Don Blondal, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards, and more, coming to you with our Hall of Fame player card sorted episode 11, the Don and Mickey Show. Hopefully, everybody's having a great day out there. We'll see. I popped on just a little bit early. See if Mickey can check in on the stream here and get him in the in the archives here. Okay. Make sure we got everything on here. Shouldn't get any feedback here. But once it is 1 o'clock, we will get this show on the road. Just wanted to let everybody know here real quick. Take off chat. Oh, not that one. Show chat. But we will have some fun today. Okay. We're going to do like we always do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 top load card holder boxes full of Hall of Famers. I'll do one box at a time. I'll separate them. Bernie H is in the house, first in the live stream. You get to pick your first pick there. But we do have the standings currently here as of last night. So as of last night, these are the current standings of all the baseball teams. So we are having fun here. We're going to be back in the saddle again. We'll be doing our show today. Just these 7 for the most part. I think I might have 2 more sorting rounds. I'm pretty sure it'll be pretty close to 2 full sorting rounds with what we have going on today. Okay. So other than that, he says 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll start off with this record. Oh, and then I will put these away for now. Okay. I will put this away for now. Have this on the back burner here. Hopefully you've been doing well there, Bernie. Nice to see you back in the stream here. And yes, starting next week. So the first is going to be on Wednesday. So starting Wednesday, once I get my payments for my Patreons, I will be getting Patreon boxes ready to go and ship out. Okay. So let me just do this real quick. I will be doing a trivia today. And we'll figure out something to do on the back burner here. So let me get these. Now that we've got these laid out here. And we will do this one for Bernie. That's the one he chose. All right. Get these here. There's a Raleigh Fingers. There's a Nolan Ryan. There's a that's Kirby Puckett gold signature upper deck. That's pretty cool on that one. All right. So we will. Let's see. I can't figure out why I got that. I'll fix this camera during our off stream here. You can see Randy here, right? Oh, maybe that's why it looked a little bit off. I didn't have those all there. We will do this one. I will make a note when you win a trivia question for a bonus factor in something whenever I send something your way. The first out, no problem there, Bernie. I know you're good. Just wanted to give a heads up. We will be starting up in July the Patreon packages. They're not really Patreon anymore. The Hall of Fame or the once monthly mailings that I do to my regular people here. Again, we do have Bernie H. We've got Bernie H gets the double package, the big package, the monster package. I can't remember what I call it. And then we've got Faith Family and Sports for the Cincinnati Reds. And then I've got Cards in My Cart with our Posada is in the mix also. He gets San Francisco Giants and such like that. And then I have my regular people that every once in a while, periodically, when I collect enough cards for them, I send them a package. Anybody seen in the streams lately? Lock in 99. I haven't seen him for a while, but he's probably busy one of these days. Okay, so oddities is our trivia for today. The baseball birthdays for today, Thursday, June 26, 2025, is Derek Jeter, Jason Kendall, Howie Pollett, and Debs Garms. And here's our trivia question for today, oddities. Oddities is our trivia for today, and I'll keep track of those that get these right. I'll write it on your paper there, and then when I send a package out, if you're one of the winners, you'll get a bonus card with that. Okay, so name the player who was an all-star twice in one season, but never again. Was it A, Smokey Burgess? Was it B, Stu Miller? Was it C, John Romano? Or was it D, Bob Perky? Okay. So do 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 bum, 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 Let me see if I can. Oh, there we go. I can get that to score over a little bit. And then I put my magnifier there so you can see that. Right? Got that. So then I think all I gotta do is adjust this. Still crooked. Oh wait, maybe it's. Oh, it's this way. This way. Okay, now we're a little bit straighter there. C, John Romano. That is an incorrect answer. And it looks like Bernie is the only one. It was Stu Miller. Stu Miller. B, Stu Miller relieved in both the 1991 All-Star Games. MLB had 2 All-Star Games a year from 1959 to 1962. On July 11th, he entered the game in the 9th inning, committed a balk, endured 3 errors made behind him, and settled in to strike out 4. He got a 5-4 win when the National League rallied for 2 runs in the bottom of the 10th. On July 31st, he struck out 5 and allowed no runs in a 3-inning relief appearance. The game ended in a 1-1 tie. In his 16-year career, he never made the All-Star game again. There we go. Next round, I'm live. We will be on, I think next Thursday, June is going to be the 3rd of July, the day before the 4th of July. Okay? So we'll see if Mickey shows up. He may or may not. He may have another commitment, and that's fine. If he don't make it, we'll keep on continuing with what we're doing here. Okay? So we're going to go just like in fashion that I do each time. This one is going to be in the books here soon. And let's go through this stack and see what we got here. We got record breakers. That's Andre Dawson, I believe. Yep, Andre Dawson. Sometimes I feel like a thick card. It's just the way it is. Jets Rip Raiders behind new name it, Sports Illustrated. That looks like Lou Brock and World Series fever. All right, then we've got a Lou Gehrig with the Yankees, Gypsy Queen. Ralph Terry, pitcher for New York. There we go, 1968-75 Oakland Athletics, Reggie Jackson. Okay. Then we've got 1976 Orioles, Reggie Jackson. 1977 through 81 New York Yankees, Reggie Jackson. 1987 Reggie Jackson with the Athletics. We got Nolan Ryan, Dave Winfield, Ryan Sandberg, Eddie Murray, Mike Schmidt, Ricky Henderson, Andre Dawson, John Schmaltz for the Braves. There's a Nolan Ryan, 1990 and still counting. Wade Boggs, 92 scorer. Tim Raines, Tony Gwynn, Ozzie Smith, Randy Johnson. Got to keep an eye over there, see if Mickey shows up here to join us in the stream. Ryan Sandberg, Tony Gwynn, Mike Mussina, 1992 score season highlights. Robin Yount reaches 3,000. Hits. I figured that most likely would be. There's a Kirby Puckett in left field, all-star card. Robin Yount, score 91. Jack Morris, Alan Trammell, Dave Winfield, golden moments. Is that an insert card? Or doesn't really state here, but that's a golden moments card. I'm going to set that aside as a possible. There's a red Jerry Maddox. Fantastic finishers. Randy Johnson with the Mariners. Richie Ashburn, action pack. Lefty Gomez with New York. Ted Lyons with Chicago. Pee Wee Reese with Brooklyn. Kirby Puckett with Minnesota. Tony Lazzeri. Oh, your timer was off. I was out of the room talking with the wife. Oh, no problem there, Mickey. Up at the top, you can see the link there if you want to chime in. That's fine. I figured you got busy or had something else going on. Tony Lazzeri, Carl Hubble with the Yankees. Stan Kovaleski, Lou Bordeaux, Bob Lehman, Jim Bottomley, Goose Goslin, Jack Morris with the Twins, Harold Baines with the White Sox, another Harold Baines. If I ever pass by, you know it's a duplicate. Ozzie Smith, Derek Jeter says of Josh Hamilton, Edgar Martinez with the Mariners, Edgar Martinez. There's Randy Johnson, Rod Carew with the Jersey. I don't know if these are the same card. Oh, it's like a mini set, I guess, there. Hall of Famer, Rod Carew. I've seen those before, so I'm going to put those with the insert type cards. Amazon.com Sotheby's. What is this? 1999. Babe Ruth newspaperman. Amazon.com. It must have been when Amazon was early stages there. All right. Then we've got Yankees Reggie Jackson. Nolan Ryan, 5,000. Paul Molitor, Top Stadium Club. These are some top stadium clubs here. Mike Mussina. Here's this one. 1996. There's a Chipper Jones, Kirby Puckett, Tom Glavine, Lee Smith, Pedro Martinez, Wade Boggs, Derek Jeter, Greg Maddux, Trevor Hoffman, and Roberto Alomar. All right, I don't see him chiming in here anywhere. You can copy and paste the link up there. Let me see if I can still. I think it's the last thing I put in here. There you go, Mickey. I got it in here again if you want to chime in. I'm going to go ahead and get ready here. So I'm going to put these off to the side here for my inserts. So that looks like a little set there for right. Well, there's Mickey. I see you there, Mick.
All right.
right.
Hey, everyone, what's going on?
Turned up just a smidge. All right, I can hear you there, Maggie.
Okay, good. I got you loud and clear. Everybody, how's it going? Bernie H. All right. Go ahead, finish what you're doing, Donald.
Oh, no, I'm just going to get ready to sort these. I went through the first box here.
Oh, okay. So how's your eBay been going, eBay store?
Pretty good. When I took it off, I almost forgot for a little while, take it off vacation mode. But I made a couple sales and just had one before I came online here.
I know. I just had one too. First one of the day for me.
Oh.
Do my trash can. No, I left my trash can downstairs. And my drinky poo. All right. You forgot to change your camera angle. Oh, okay. You're still sitting there. I thought you were putting your cards away.
Yeah, I'm working on it there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, while we're waiting on that, anybody want to see anything particular from me? Just got to type in a name or something. I'll see what I can dig up. Got a bunch of Hall of Famers and non-Hall of Famers scattered all over the place.
Elmar, Maddox, Peter, Fox.
So I did some auction stuff the other night.
Oh,
and yeah. Hold on. Let me go down. I got. Let me see what I get my list. How about some Mark McGwire's? Okay, Mark McGwire's. I was at an auction house that my father-in-law worked for this guy a while back. Mark McGwire. Oh, Mark McGwire. He's over here, underneath here. Oh, let's see. Where you at, Mark? Mark. That's Murray. No, that's not him. That's the wrong M's. Nope. We're getting there. Got to dig out Mark. I kind of buried him. It was a long, skinny box. It was in a skinny box. There it is. Almost 3 full rows of McGwire cards. Ugh. So here's the McGwire cards. I don't have my trash can. Let me get my trash can and my drinky poo. Right back. Pull down the floor, Donald.
bottom. Kovalevsky. Bubble. Lazari. Pocket. Reese. Lawrence. Lawrence. Ashburn. Johnson. Maddox. No. Morris.
Is I returning. My trash can.
Cena.
My drinky poo.
Johnson. Smith.
Ice for my cup.
Man.
And all right, that goes there. All right, I'm squared up. Let me just pour my drink. And we're going down the McGuire rabbit hole, huh? Here we go. In no particular order, just grab the stack out. I'll change the camera. There you go. There we go. So you're going to see a lot of repeats. Sorry about that, but so we got this Fleer Flare. Don't know what year it is. Got a Tops 2001 Tops maybe, but it's got the yellow border. So what? Oh, I'm sorry. 2001 is the green. This is a 1999 Tops. It's got the 50th anniversary logo on it. Go figure. 2001 had a 50th anniversary. Here's the headliners from Fleer 97. Bring it down a little bit more so you guys can see the cards better. Here's a Stadium Club with the rookie card, USA rookie card. Here's a Stadium Club. Didn't know Mark had the moves of a third baseman. He probably tripped and fell over, stumbled and fell into the ball. I don't know. Here's some Bowmans from 90, whatever, maybe 90, 91, second or third year. Here's a Gold Leaf Star, Mark McGuire, 50th anniversary. It's got like, I think they're like plastic cards. Yeah, they're not like paper, they're plastic. And they're from card number 370 from Donruss, the Donruss collection. And I don't know what year this is, but there it is. It's an original. It's not a reprint or anything like that. Here's Live Bats. I guess you can't see the L because it's behind his leg there, but Live Bats, Mark McGuire. It's Skybox Premium. And it's an insert card 2 of 15 card set. Here's the Nationals, Pinnacle 96, Mark McGuire. Here's another Fleer. I don't know what that says, but anyway, it's a Fleer, not a Flare. It's a Fleer 99. Card number 1 in the set. And, you know, man throwing his bat. What the hell's that all about? Not even a bat flip. It's a swing and throw it at the same time. Here's a SP Authentic, the Home Run Chronicles of Mark McGuire, August 19th, 1998. In head-to-head home run duel, McGuire hits 2 to jump ahead of Sosa. There's the back of that one. And that's a insert card. It's HR52. There's the same one. Here's another one, right? Different photos on the front. Oh, they're all different photos. So yeah, so there you go. Talk about that. The home run. Here's another one. There's another one here. So what do we got here? We got HR 54, 48, 52, 60, and 58. So it must be a whole set, like I don't know, at least 60 of these, right? And what did he hit that year? 60 or 73 or something like that? I don't know what he hit, but here's another one. Hold on. 68. So maybe he hit 68 that year. I don't know. And let's see what else we got here. Well, this time I'm looking at my, not my real screen. It's an 89 All-Star. This is a topper. The topper card for like the top panel of a rack pack had these in. This is 13 of 22 card set. Here's some Atlantic Collector's Edition Fleer 93. And it's just it's a set put out by Atlantic, by the gas company, I guess. Atlantic 16 of 25. And the last one in this little stack is a Textbook Excellence Upper Deck. And there it is. Go ahead, Donald, you're up.
Okay. All right. Of course, you can see I'm wearing a different hat today.
Ah, your Branson trip. How was that?
It was good. It was good. It was fun. And then I got a T-shirt on. I'm not old. I'm just a classic.
Oh, well, classics. Classics, good.
But yeah, we had a good time, good trip, good visit with our friends, and it was just fun all around.
That's what matters, Donald. You had
Yeah.
fun and enjoyed yourself. And you made it home safe.
hmm
Oops.
There we go. Okay, now we gotta have somebody choose. We got number 5 out of the way, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. Bernie picked the first time. Why don't you pick around this time?
God is great here, so
God is great's in here now too.
God is great pick.
God is great. Are you at the hospital volunteering? If you are, you could have one of the kids maybe choose a box. You could do it that way too, Titus. Number 7. All right, we'll go with number 7 then. This one up here. That one's going to be in the book soon. We've got a Randy Johnson here. Oh, let me change this so I can see myself on the screen here easier. At the same time I'm doing it, so I'm not on the delay side. All right, we got Randy Johnson. This is a Pacific Paramount 2000 card. Stadium Club Randy Johnson. There's a Satchel Paige from Diamond Kings. Oh, this was Bibster was sending me these things, and we got 3 different cards, 2 the same, but then the backs are the ones that are different. We got the 2 green, or the 2 gray backs, and then the brown.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty neat how he did that. So the 2 gray ones are the short prints, of course, when you get that version. I was like, why are these stuck together? And then I remembered that's the way he sent them to me sometimes. All right, so Stan the Man Musial, Tony Gwynn, another Tony Gwynn, now Ott, duplicate, triplicate, Winfield, Pinnacle, Cooperstown card, Andre Dawson, Sam Dawson, Lou Gehrig, Walter Alston, Hank Greenberg, Carl Hubble, Randy Johnson. This is a StarQuest Upper Deck Choice card. Those are actually insert cards, so let me separate that one out. Robin Yount, Cooperstown. That's a 3 of 30. I think those were just a little subset of 30 cards. Carl Yastrzemski. Sweet Spot for Bob Gibson. Randy Johnson. Is this his? No, not his rookie here. Had the 2 with the Expos, then Indianapolis, then with the Mariners. I don't know. Is 89? I'm trying to remember if that's his rookie card or not.
No.
I wouldn't think
Randy Johnson. Yeah, Randy Johnson's 89. I'm thinking McGuire. Yeah.
Because he started with the Expos he played 4 games one season, then 7 games the next, then he went back to Indianapolis, and then he came to the Mariners. So he played with Expos, Indianapolis, and the Mariners in 1989. All right, so a couple of those. Then we got the fantasy team, Randy Johnson. Oh, there we go, Skybox, Silver Auto with the Yankees when he played with the Yankees. All right, now we got Randy Johnson Timeline. A couple of those, I remember that. Nolan Ryan, Cooperstown, 1999. Paul Molitor. We got Jim Rice All-Star card. A couple of those. Jim Rice with the Red Sox. 2 of them. Jim Rice again turned back the clock with the Red Sox. Jim Rice with the Red Sox still there. Mickey Mantle, Diamond King. That's from 2019 product.
There you go.
Trust me, I haven't, looking through these cards, found any expensive Mickey Mantle cards, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. I hear you.
If I found one of those looking through cards, I'd probably fall off my seat. Kirby Puckett with Minnesota, Billy Williams. And we've got the Tony Gwynn victory. It's part of a regular set, though. Pedro Martinez, Roy Halladay, Wade Boggs. Pedro Martinez. What is that? Hitters? Hurlers. Oh, okay. Hurlers. Pretty different looking card. Topps finest. Then we've got Pedro Martinez and Randy Johnson. That's a double on the same card. Then we got a Roy Halladay and Felix Hernandez. May or may not make it into the hall. We'll see. Set them on the side for now. Wade Boggs. That's the wood green one. This is the 85 one. Roy Halladay. Pedro Martinez again. Oh, this is these stamped? No, they're stamp type star stamps. But it's a Panini product. Got Man of War, Bobby Jones, Red Grange, and I guess the baseball Hall of Famer on this one is Hack Wilson.
Hack Wilson, yep.
Those are neat. Those are actually, they're just postage stamps printed by Panini. It's not a real stamp. Stamp style. Pretty neat card. Tony Gwynn, Bowman Chrome, Vladimir Guerrero, Allen and Ginter, Roy Halladay, Allen and Ginter. Tony Gwynn with the San Diego Padres, of course. Wade Boggs, Joe Morgan with the Golden Age, Panini. Warren Spahn, Lou Brock, Bob Gibson, Lou Bordeaux, and Sparky Anderson. Not too bad a run there. Got a couple of double cards. Inserts and short prints. And now we'll roll back to Mickey here as I sort these into the alphabetical bins.
All right, sounds good. So we're sticking with the Mark McGwire since I get pulled out the box. Let's change up the camera real quick.
Okay. You're up, brother.
Yeah. Okay, so Mark McGwire's. I was sitting there sorting them out. Trying to organize them just a little bit because they're in the box, but they're not 100% organized. They're kind of hodgepodged around.
Yeah.
You got a phone call and I got a text message.
Okay.
At the same time.
No, you're fine. I'm doing a YouTube
Right.
show right now, so I won't come out, but I'm fine.
So here's
You can ring the doorbell so my wife knows you're on the property.
87 tops, but it's actually like one of those fake cards. Got 3 of those. Got one of these little box cards set of McGwire from Kmart.
Oh yeah.
Headliners from Fleer. These are like inserts in the 87, 88, or 89 sets, I think. Here's these were toppers on, I think, on the Dunross. They had the card on the end. Grand Slams, Mark McGwire. And this card actually has a checklist on the back. There's a 12-card set. These are from 88. So it's 89. There's another box set, I want to say. I don't think it's an update. I think it's from a box set. Here's a 89, right? Yep, 89 Fleer McGuire. Here's another little box set from KB Toys. I was all about, when my kids were little, we would go to KB Toys. We would go to, let me fix my mouse here. We would go to
Toys R Us.
Toys R Us, and I'd be picking up these box sets and stuff like that too. I was in there, killing a couple birds with one stone. Here's the 89 Upper Deck McGuire. Big guy right there. Big guy. Here's one of those classic baseball game sets. One of those. Yeah. Here's a Kmart Superstars. Again, another mini box set card. Here's the Fleer stickers. And these were sold individually in packs of stickers. They didn't come inserted in packs or anything like that. These were in individual packs.
Yeah, they had the Kmarts. They had the Woolworths.
Yep. Here's another small box set. This is the Fleer Award winners from '88. Mark McGwire, 1987 Rookie of the Year. Now this is his actual '87 cards. Not like the other ones I showed, but I looked at them like, why did the front look so funny? Well, it's because they were the reprints or something like that. So these came obviously in a thing that I got from Art, because see how they got the letters on here. These were set up to be sold on his eBay store that the guy closed out and sold me all his baseball cards. So that's why they have letters on here to signify what card the individual was buying when they were listed. Here's Stadium Club. Now, one thing I did learn that I wasn't aware of until recently was they put out a test set of these Stadium Clubs, but this circle here, right, would be black. It would not have any gold stamping inside there. It would just be black. So if you see ones that are black inside that circle where the gold print Stadium Club is, that they're a test. They're the promos or the test.
Oh, okay.
And they're rare. And yeah, if you see them, you should pick them up. Just my opinion. I just learned that fact recently, like within the last month. Here's some Power Mark. And another Power Mark from Upper Deck, Mark McGwire. Apparently there was a set of these as well for McGwire. MC8 and MC2. So yeah, don't know how many cards are in the set, but there they are. Probably an insert set in an Upper Deck set somewhere. I don't think it was a box set. And then I got a whole slew of this one here, and this is another, like one of those box sets. 89 Fleer Heroes of Baseball, Mark McGwire. And someone bought a bunch of boxes to get the McGwires. That's it. You're up, Donald.
Okay. Kind of watch the shop for a second. I gotta let my wife know the pest control people are showing up later. They were supposed to be here this morning.
I can hold down the fort. You don't have to tell me twice. I got cards to show. All right. What's Matt, aka Semi Truck? What's up? And he says, I do not have Arizona, or you don't live in Arizona no more. That's correct. You live in New York City. Just kidding. I feel sorry for you, brother. They're going crazy there in New York. It's gonna get crazy, crazy, crazy. If it wasn't already crazy. Anyway, so here's a Spring Has Sprung Mark McGwire from Topps. Spring Has Sprung card number 10, so a subset or something like that. Here's a Upper Deck Superstar Summit. I got to get the reflection right to read it. Superstar Summit, Mark McGwire, and it's all foiled up and SS9, so it's another like subset card. Here's a, and it's been in this here penny sleeve for a long time. It's a world, no, it's an all-star Upper Deck, got the all-star logo stamp on it. Mark McGwire. Oops. Here's a Big Fly Zone McGwire. And this is from Upper Deck as well. There's the back of that one. Got two of these Sandlot Stars vintage, which is Upper Deck vintage. Mark McGwire. And there's the back of that one, Sandlot Stars. Here's a powerful 9.5 or 8.5 of 99 from Power Deck, which is a separate production run of Upper Deck, Power Deck, it's called. You can buy them boxes on eBay. They're rather pricey, not super pricey, but I mean you're going to drop $100 or more probably on it, on a box of the Power Deck, because the Power Decks, and I'm sure I have some floating around here somewhere, also came with the little CD for CD-ROM players. Came with little CDs in the packs as well. So, and all the big stars got them. And you look around, Donald, you'll find Ken Griffey Jr. ones. You know, you'll find all the big names had this CD as well. So that's that one. All right, Donald. Now you're back and you're up. I was just killing time.
Right. I see Matt popped in the stream here.
Yep.
Now he's not in Arizona. Now he's up in New York now, huh?
Yeah, I told him I feel sorry for him, but what are you gonna do?
He moves all over the place.
Must be in the military.
Huh?
Must be in the military. Just kidding. Because that's a lifestyle I had. I know
I
that.
wonder if Matt, aka semi truck, maybe he's a semi truck driver, and that's where the work takes him. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, but we're back online here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. So Matt, you want to choose one of these? I'll sort through the next one if you want to pick one. If he's still here. Still here, Matt? Bernie got to choose one. God is Great chose one. And if we don't get a response from him soon, he might just checked in and check back out.
I picked number 4.
Number 4. All right, we're going to do number 4 for now. If he comes up with a number, we'll do it later. All right, number 4.
ASMR.
Oh, wait. Gotta show it's empty, not like that. There, that'll be better. Oh, I gotta flip it back down, don't I? It helps, don't it?
Yeah, a little bit would help. But you don't. I mean, they can stand looking at your pretty face.
Oh no, I get tired of looking at myself sometimes.
Apparently not. You put that American flag overlay on your face today.
Oh yeah, you saw that on my Facebook, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's in preparation of the 4th of July.
Oh, there you go.
I should have switched it on Flag Day, and then I could have left it up longer. All right, but we got Upper Deck Mel Odd here. Pedro Martinez, Playoff Portraits, 2003. There's a Turkey Red Holiday from, this is a older one, I think. 2000, if we can see that here. 2008. Guess the Turkey Red's been around for a while now.
Yeah, right.
Roy Halladay with the Blue Jays. There's Holiday. Who's that? Oh, Tony La Russa. There we go. There's the Barry Larkin Crown cards.
There you go. Pacific Crown.
Yeah. Those always look pretty sharp. I remember seeing them. Jimmy Fox, inducted in 1951 with 534 home runs. Wallace. Roderick Wallace. Pedro Martinez, 2005 tops. Roy Halladay. Another Roy Halladay. Uh-oh. We're on Roy Halladay. There we go. Robin Yount, World Series hero. Vladimir Guerrero with the Angels. 3 of those. Tony Gwynn. 2 of them. Ryan Sandberg, 90 Upper Deck. Wade Boggs with the Red Sox. That's the Dream Team cards. Upper Deck. Then we got Community Heroes, Ryan Sandberg. Wade Boggs. Pedro Martinez. There's Tony Gwynn Stadium Club. Pedro Martinez with the Expos. Pedro again with the Red Sox. Roy Halladay, Blue Jays. Halladay. Blue Jays still. Different card. Vladdy Goes Yard. I think that's Turkey Red checklist, yeah. Roy Halladay. There's the legacy card. I think some of these they have like a die cut, if I remember right. Jim Rice, 83, Don Russ. Then the TriStar OBAC cards, Andre Dawson, Tim Raines, Johnny Bench. Let's see, what do we got here? William Candy Cummings, Curveball Innovator, Baseball Series Game Changers. OBAC. John McGraw, Connie Mack, Ruby Foster. See if I can get them, because they only had their last names on the front here. Got to look on the back to get it. I try to say it, see if I get it right. Oh, Buckley. First National League president. Morgan Buckley. There we go. Could remember that one for sure. Tinker Evers and Chance. Baseball's sad lexicon. Let's see. Tinker, Evers, and Chance. I think they might all 3 be in the Hall of Fame.
I think at least 2 of them are, right? Tinkers and
Yeah, I'll double check it later. It's either a double or a triple in that one. All right. Pedro Martinez with Boston. Wade Boggs, Red Sox. Roy Halladay. Purple. Might be a short print. I'll set it aside for now. And then Pedro Martinez, Hollow GRFX.
What is Cal Ripken doing in this box? How dare Cal sneak in there?
We got Wade Boggs pop up. If you do that, I usually leave them flat so they stay in good shape. Goodwin champions, Carlton Fisk, Sam Thompson, Hud Galvin. We got Pedro Martinez, Aurora 2000. It says it's a 99 rookie rush, Roy Halladay. I have to double check that one. It's an insert card for sure. It's AM18. Jim Rice, Upper Deck. 84 Jim Rice. 84 Jim Rice, but what is this one? This one's a reprint. It's got a, what's that stamp say? Oh, shoebox. Shoebox gold. Oh, shoebox gold edition. So this must be one that they stamped up, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, nice.
On the sidebar there. Jim Rice, Ames Department Store.
There you go. Amy.
Too many Ames sometimes, but I've seen them here and there. Classic 2001 Pedro Martinez, 88 Don Russ. Pedro Martinez League leaders in earned run average for the American League. Expos Pedro Martinez, Tony Gwynn, Roy Halladay, Topstown. That's an insert card. And we've got Pedro Martinez, Wade Boggs. Wade Boggs checklist. Ryan Sandberg, Upper Deck. Here we go. What do we got? Greinke, Hernandez, and Halladay. Well, Halladay for sure. We'll set that one aside, though.
Grady maybe.
Signature stars. Oh, there you go. Sports Flicks. 19. I hate the small print. 89. 1989. Ryan Sandberg. And last card in that box, Ryan Sandberg, Chicago Cubs. Fleer Greats. 2004. All right. I think we're going to make the switcheroo here.
Okay. We are ready, Freddie. Let me adjust this camera a little bit. All right. Back on the McGuire train. So here's a 91 Studio, and watching John Jabs' channel on replay. They talked about these here being in PSA 10s pretty valuable.
Oh, wow. That's
certain
players.
PSA 10, the studio cards, hold some value of like even $1,000 or more.
Oh, wow.
Depending on the player. Here's a Donruss All-Star, 88 Donruss All-Star McGuire. Here's triple play. This is Royals versus the Athletics, and this is a scratch-off game like they had it back in the 60s and stuff like that. Where you could do a scratch-off and play a little baseball game against some of your friends. This is Upper Deck 93. Yep. Teammates and checklists. Here's the another Stadium Club McGuire. This is like a made up card. Someone made this up. It made it look like maybe the 83 Fleer design. And it's got All-Stars, Double Trouble McGuire, and Eric Davis. But it's a made up card. Someone made it up. 1987 Baseball Card it's a Baseball Card Magazine. So I guess it was actually printed in Baseball Card Magazine. There's a McGuire Private Stock 2000. Is this a Pacific? Yeah, it's a Pacific card run. Here's another Pacific McGuire, Pacific Collection. Here's a Fleer McGuire. They're all McGuires. I'm not going to say McGuire anymore. This is a 63 design in Fleer. There's a Upper Deck SP from 93. Yep. McGuire. This is a Post Serial from 93. It's a 30 card set. Here's a Topps McGuire. This is from 2000. No, 94, 95, 96, 97 Topps. Here's a 91 Donruss Grand Slammer McGuire. Here's a Fleer Premium McGuire. Here's a Topps HD McGuire. It's a very thick card, and it's from 2001. Here's a 95 Pinnacle McGuire, a Score Summit Edition McGuire. It's an Upper Deck McGuire, another Score 95 McGuire, Topps 40th Anniversary McGuire. Now these also have two different. Well, actually, I've seen three different kind of backs on these now. I've seen where it's not gray, like these are gray backs. These are the gray backs. Right. And then there's ones that are white in here where the gray is. Right, just regular cards, not a traded set or an update set or anything. They printed them on that card stock for some reason. And then also you'll see the ones that this has the faded 40th anniversary logo, and there are other ones that are bold 40th anniversary logos on the back. So there's three different versions of those cards you can look for. We looked at that one already. So here's a Hank Aaron Award contender, Mark McGuire, Topps Finest. And you can see the silhouette of Hank in the back there with Mark. And that's from 99. Here's a 97 Fleer Encore, I guess. Yeah. Here's a 97 Fleer checklist with McGuire on it. Here's a Fleer Tradition checklist with McGuire on it. Here's the 96 Fleer McGuire. This is Golden Memories from Fleer Tradition, Mark McGuire. And this one had a $6 price tag on it from November of 98. So this came out of, when I see these with the stickers on the back, it tells me it came from that Trenton lot, that 2.5 or 3 million card lot that I bought. And it has a whole slew of stickers on the back there. They kept changing the prices. And here's another Dunruss checklist from McGuire on it. And again, it's got stickers on the back for $1.50. I'm just checking that the marks on this. Yeah, see, that carried through to the card on that one. Not good. So it got scuffed up, scratched through the penny sleeve. There's a Rite Aid mini, like a mini box set. MVPs, 33 card set, mini box. And here's an 88 Mark McGuire. It's off center, even slightly diamond cut. Had a 75-cent price tag on it. All right, you're up, Donald.
All right. We'll get you back around. All right. I got 1, 2, 3, and 6 left.
Semi truck here, he has to pick yet, right? I picked 4. Wow.
Type is still here. I don't know if anybody, let's see, it shows there's 4 people watching at least. So
anybody can type a number in the chat.
That's right. Whoever types it in first, that's the one I'll do. 1, 2, 3, or 6.
Pick your favorite lucky number from 1 through 6. Minus the ones that were already picked.
Right. Nobody jumping in there. So I'm going to do number 2 here.
Okay.
Got the Nolan Ryan on top here.
There you go. Nolan Ryan.
Right. So now I'll have 3 left after this. 1, 3, and 6. Okay, so we got Nolan Ryan here. This is from I think it's a small set on this one. I've seen these. Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle. This one's a 2019 Panini. Shows you it's not worth too much outside of being a Mickey Mantle card. Greg Maddux. Braves. And we got Luis Aparicio. His cards. Mickey Cochran. Well, we got some of these Cooperstown cards. Cochran, McCarthy, Mazeroski, Frisch, Earl Weaver, manager card. Paul Molitor, Earl Weaver with the Orioles, again, manager card. Bill Dickey, catcher. Ralph Kiner with the Pirates. Shout out to Bernie. His Pittsburgh Pirates. Unfortunately, they're at the bottom of the barrel again in their division.
Even with Paul Skeens.
And then they died right off. Miller Huggins. Oh, we got some Babe Ruth cards from the Babe Ruth set here.
There you go.
The consummate sportsman. Ruth was an avid and excellent golfer. Ruth chatting with captivated youngsters. The Sultan of SWAT sweats at the gym. I like the little captions they put on the bottom of this set. Ruth hams it up for the cameras. Ruth poses at a 1934 Jai-Lai man. Jai-Lai, I think is what you say in New York. Ruth giving a lucky young fan hitting tips. The anchors of Murderers Row. Ruth and Mike the chimpanzee. And lastly, Babe connects at the batting practice. Practice. Well, I see some more of those Nolan Ryan cards coming up here, I think. Then we've got Nat LaJoie, 2 of them. Christy Mathewson, Walter Johnson, Ozzie Smith, Van Johnson. And we've got a Greg Maddux upper deck with the Padres. Then we got a 1992 Topps All-Stars. We've got Roger Clemens and Greg Maddux, gold. Set that one off to the side here for you. Then we got some of these Nolan Ryan cards here. Another one with the Astros, 80 to 88. Lou Bordeaux, Al Lopez, another Ryan Met when he's with the Mets, 66 to 71. Greg Maddux again, Frank Thomas, Pee Wee Reese, Kiki Collier, Charles Comiskey, George Brett, Barry Larkin. Well, here we go with the Atlanta Braves. What are these ones? I'm trying to remember. Sports Flicks Pinnacle brand. Card number 61 in the set. Because it's showing what? It's Gold Glove in the background. Nolan Ryan with the Mets, 66 to 71. Astros, 80 to 88. Nolan Ryan. These are, and then Mookie Betts. How'd you slide in there? Anthony Rizzo. Oh, I got some people trying to sneak in there. Maybe down the road, but not yet. Blake Snell, Nick Senzel, Royce Lewis, Joe Adele, Victor Robles, Jack Flaherty, Gleyber Torres. How'd those guys get in there?
I don't know. Sneaky.
Yeah, they're trying to sneak into the hall. It's not time yet. You're still playing, most of them. All right, Mickey, it's back on you.
All right. So take a break from McGuire here, and we'll talk about the auction that I had participated in this past. It ran for like 2 weeks.
Oh,
and I did win some auctions. It was a bunch of auctions, but I mainly went in for the sports cards and stuff like that. And there was a lot that I didn't win. So we're gonna what I did get. So I did win some auctions. Let's see. So the first one you can see it's a box with approximately 500 1973 Topps baseball cards. A lot includes commons and minor stars, etc. Many are very good to excellent. Some better, some lesser. So it's just you take a chance, right? I bought 500 of them, and I ended up paying $90 for that 500 card lot. Mm-hmm. But that, if you break it down, it's only 18 cents a card.
Right.
So for reselling on eBay, that's a good buy because you're going to get $2 at least per card, if not more. Right. Just because of the age, and then obviously it's condition based. The next lot that I bid on was 5 empty baseball boxes, like wax boxes. They were empty. Mm-hmm. One 1987 Donruss, 2 1986 Fleer, and 2 1986 Topps. Mm-hmm. The one had Pete Rose on the bottom. So I bought them for the bottom panels. There's like 4 cards on the bottom. One is usually a team logo card, and then 3 ball players. Some of them actually had 4 baseball players. Mm-hmm. I paid $5 for that one there. You can see the prices out here in the totals. My next lot was a 1985 Topps baseball card set in binder, 792 cards, right? Includes number 181, Roger Clemens, 401. It's a complete set, right? Mark McGuire, rookie. Rookie. Kirby Puckett plus more. Near mint, right? Some may be better condition, but near mint's pretty darn good condition, right? I paid $65 for that set.
Hmm.
May have overpaid, but the bidding got really fierce towards the end. The last, like, it went on for like almost 2 weeks, the auction, and of course the last 5 minutes, everything is just a flurry of bidding.
Mm.
I was like the first one to bid on a lot of these, and the minimum bid was like $5 or $10, and I'm just, all right, throw it in there. And I'm the only one. And then, but as the time went by, man, people just was going nuts. All right, so the next one I won was a 1986 Topps baseball set in the binder again, same $7.92. Includes error cards 57 and 141. 57 and 141, they just had 57 on the back, and it should have been 141.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so they just had the same number, 57. That's all. And then they omitted 151 from the checklist altogether for some reason. So that was $22.50. Not a bad price for that. Especially you start pulling like the Hall of Famers and superstars out of that set, and if you were to just sell them, you can make that $22.50 back easy, I think, on that set. That's why I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last item that I had won was a 1985 Donruss baseball set in binder, 660 cards, included like the 173 Roger Clemens with 7 extra cards of number 63, the Gehrig, which was the card that Donruss has sent them all kind of bundled up in plastic wrap right in the box.
Right.
And each one had a header card of either Hank Aaron or Lou Gehrig or whoever the guy was at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And so this one happened to be the Gehrig one. Plus more near mint, some may be better. And I paid $37.50 for that set, which I think was a really good buy. I didn't have any competition on that one until the very, very end, when it was the last sports card lot up. And so I started throwing my bids on there, and I actually tried to get away with a maximum bid of $50 on everything except those boxes. No one bid on those boxes. I'm like, oh, $5, I'll get them. There's 4 boxes. It's $1.25 a box, and you take the card, the panels, you can probably get $5 for the panels alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So when I start buying now, when I start doing stuff like that, I look at it from a business aspect now. I'm no longer, so my total, by the way, was $220.
Mm-hmm.
A buyer's premium was $33. Tax was $15.18, bringing the total sales up to $268.18. I forgot about the buyer's premium charge that they give you and all that good stuff with it, but it is what it is, right? I mean, I think I got some good, especially those 73. Now there was a complete 84 set. There was the complete 1980 top set, right? The 80 top set, which has the Ricky Henderson rookie card on, went for like around $300. Way overpriced. Way like that set doesn't go for that anymore. It goes for like 150, right? You can buy that set, but bidding, people get into that frenzy. They start going nuts with bid. And I'm not getting into that. I got into it on some of them, and I'm like, no, I got to back off. I was trying to also bid on for my brother-in-law, which was a Dan Marino Miami Dolphins type stuff. It was a Miami Dolphins hat signed by him, certified, all that good stuff. It was a pennant, Dolphins pennant with Dan Marino's image on it and stuff like that. And some cards. There was an autographed card in there, and that went for like $90. And you can buy a Marino autograph. I just wanted it for the hat, basically, to give to my brother-in-law. You can buy a Marino autograph for like $40 on eBay. So, you know, people get caught up in that, and no, it is what it is. All right, you're up. That's what I did. Yes, that was yesterday. I think I finished all that up just yesterday. So, yep, you're up.
All right, let me switch it here. I think I see Bernie still commenting in the chat, so we'll go ahead and let him have a stab at the next round here.
Thanks,
3
Bernie.
or 6 there, Bernie.
3 or 6.
1, 3 or 6.
Oh, 1, 3 or 6. Sorry.
Yeah.
1, 3 or 6. I see Pedro, my nemesis, up there. I see Mr. Yak Pack himself. And I don't know if that's McGuire, who that is on the first card. Bernie picks number 3.
Kirby Puckett. That's Raleigh
Oh.
Fingers. And Pedro, I think.
Yeah, it's Pedro, yeah. I know. I recognize my nemesis up close, far away. I recognize that guy. He was so not nice. Let's put it that
All
way.
right. Well, here we go. Raleigh Fingers right on top there. The Golden Age card from, what's that? Was this from? Panini. 2012.
Okay.
Frankie Fresh. Bob Gibson. King Kelly. Ruby Waddell. Christy Mathewson. John McGraw. There we go. Yankees, Mariano Rivera.
No.
2014 set. Don Sutton. The Dodgers. You got Phil Rizzuto, Jim Bunning, Sandy Koufax, Bruce Sutter with the Cardinals. Early win. He wasn't late. He was early. Larry Doby.
Better earlier than late.
Bob Gibson with the Cardinals. DiMaggio. Tom Seaver. Frank Thomas. Walter Johnson. Dave Winfield. Ozzie Smith. Oh, here we go. We got 31 in a series of 50. The Murad cards. This is from a 2021 top set insert. Then we got the Roberto Clemente, the great one. This is a small little subset too.
Can't help you got web toes.
We got Harmon Killebrew, Clemente flashbacks. That's an insert card. Frank Thomas, Terry Walker, Gil Hodges, Sandy Koufax,
Yeah, junk.
Frank Thomas, Eddie Matthews,
Okay. I like it.
Ronnie, Brooks Robinson, Pedro Martinez. Oh, there we go. 1977 number 1 draft pick. Harold Baines.
Earl Baines.
So this is 1985.
Yeah, so it's an 85 card. They put out a set. There's more cards in that set that were commemorating different first number 1 draft picks.
Right.
Yeah, that's all. That was just a
Alan
Seven.
Trammell. Pedro Martinez strikeout innings. Roy Halladay. We got sliding away here. Roy Halladay, signature stars. Halladay and Vernon Wills. Tom Seaver. Catfish Hunter. Casey Stengel. Carlton Fisk. Bob Gibson. Pedro Martinez. Roy Halladay. Topps Chrome. 2007. Jim Rice. KB Toys Jim Rice. Kmart 25th anniversary Jim Rice. Hills. Isn't that a department store too?
yes.
Back in the day?
Yeah.
Maybe?
John always talks about Hills. I guess they were out in Western PA. I don't remember seeing them around my area though. I grew up in Eastern PA.
Jim Rice, 87. 3 of them.
87 opening day. That's the opening day set card there.
Which
That
one?
right. That Jim Rice. The
Oh, the
brown
Jim
brown.
Rice?
Yep. That's the opening day.
Oh, yeah, they are opening day. Yep. All right. Now we got a Topps Collector Series Jim Rice here.
Mini box, yeah.
Hometown Heroes. That's an insert. And then 2 out of nowhere.
Cheetah.
There's subset. Ricky Henderson. That one. A bunch of these, I think, are that. Oh, this is part of the set. Hometown Heroes. Jim Palmer. Tony Gwynn. Tom Lasordo. Andre Dawson. Reggie Jackson. Mariano Rivera. Goose Gossage. Ricky Henderson.
Yeah.
Derek Jeter. Dennis Eckersley. Tony La Russa. Brooks Robinson. Mike Mussina. And Reggie Jackson.
Reginald Martinez Jackson from
Mm-hmm.
grew up in Philadelphia. Well, he lived in Philly at one point.
Okay, I heard
job.
the doorbell. Good timing. I'm going to run downstairs and get my guy pointed in the right direction here.
Okay, sounds good. We'll take it from here until you get back.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Let's see. We can go back to McGuire card since I've talked about my my auction
Okay.
stuff. Let's go back to the McGuire card. All right, so what do we got here? We have a 87 Leaf McGuire, rated rookie. Same cards, same design, except it's got the Leaf logo up here instead of Donruss. How about some, these are the Leaf insert, the gold, Leaf gold, black gold, or whatever they call them. 92 McGuire. Oh, let's see what else we got going here from McGuire. We did these. No, we didn't do these. These aren't sleeved up, but that's all right. Another 80. Move this up a little bit so y'all don't get blinded by it. Another 88 McGuire. Here's an Upper Deck something or other. Sweet Spot Classics McGuire. That's a regular like set. I think it looks like it might be just a regular set of McGuire cards that Upper Deck came out with. There's quite a few back then. Here's the 91 Upper Deck McGuire. Now on these cards, you got to check the logos on the back, the holograms. So sometimes the holograms have hockey sticks on, like they really goof some of these up. I know, like I think it's a 92 set. Some of them are missing right under here. You see the copyright. It's missing on some of the cards. A certain block of numbers didn't have it. Here's the 90 score McGuire. Another 91. The Bashing Year. Oh, it's called the Bashing Years McGuire. Here's a 91 Fleer, the yellow mustard McGuire. Here's an 88 Fleer. Again, it's a box set McGuire, 23 of 44 card box set. Here's some more of the 87 McGuires. These are the real deals. They're not the reprints. Here's some 88 Donruss McGuires.
Yes.
Here's an 89 McGuire. Here's some more Stadium Clubs. We saw that one before. I think we saw this one before. McGuire 89, maybe not. This is 89. It is the base card McGuire. Keep it on the screen. Here's a Todd Van Poppel. Todd Van Poppel tossing the ball to McGuire at first base, trying to get Tom Goodwin out at first base for the Dodgers. Another of the Stadium Clubs. I think we saw this one, 89 McGuire's before. This box, it's just like there's so many dupes and trips and quads and whatevers. Here's the 93 Fleer McGuire. Here's award winners from Upper Deck McGuire. We may have seen that one before. Here's one of those classic baseball card games, strategy games, what do you want to call it? McGuire. This is the reddish one. This is the Upper Deck Hot Shots. It is a, I think it might be a parallel set. I'm not sure, or a subset, but these are thermal backgrounds. So if I were to rub on it and like magic, or even just hold my thumb on it, but I like to rub it. You know, rub one out here, Donald, on your stream. Sorry about that. And there it is. You see like different designs. And after the card cools down, the it'll go black again.
Right.
There's like a mood ring on a baseball card.
Exactly.
Speaking about opening day sets, here's the 88 Donruss opening day set.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow borders versus the blue. Okay, eBay notification. You sending me notifications, Donald?
No, not me.
I get them. People want to sell me stuff too. They offer me stuff. Oh well, I went bye bye. How about this? Is a Denny's Grand Slam hologram. Grand Slam hologram. Look at that. I said it and it rhymed. Of McGuire. This promotion is authorized by MLB, printed in USA, 1991, the Upper Deck Company. So it's I believe it says Grand Slam. I don't know. Maybe it's not a Denny's Grand Slam. What's it say? It just says Grand Slam. I know Denny had the Grand Slam meal, and they did put out hologram cards. How about the yellow classic cards? But some of these had greenbacks on. So we're about to find out if these are greenbacks or if they're yellowbacks. If they're greenbacks, they're printed on the wrong cardstock, or the wrong plates were used for the backs of these cards. It's a greenback. It should have been a yellowback. So these are the errors. And yeah, they're both the errors. So this is the McGuire Davis, the card that was put out by the Topps magazine. I guess they took this exact photo and redid it. Now this was 1991, right? Am I getting that right? Oh, 84. So it's like 1985, Donald, right? So when did they? Oh, 89 is when they blurred out the stuff for the Randy Johnson card, because we got Winston, we got Bud, we got Coke, we got
yeah.
I think that might be an Olympic symbol there on the scoreboard.
Could be, huh?
But nah, it's got MLB on it, so it's an anniversary thing for MLB, I guess. But yeah, look, we got them all right there. I mean, the two banned ones anyway, the smoking and the liquor. Here is the Dunross 87 Dunross version of that card that I showed earlier, the rated rookie. Here's I think this is an update. Yeah. So update, right? From 87 Fleer, Mark McGuire in the update set. So he wasn't in the base set that I think I can remember, but he is in the update set. Here's a 1993 Pinnacle Cooperstown card, Mark McGuire, and it has a $1 price tag on it. Number 30 of 30, so it's like a mini box set, I believe. Here's a starting lineup, McGuire, from 1989 edition by Kenner, printed in USA. Here's a season highlights card from Upper Deck. It's a foil card. Got two of those there. How about the base Upper Deck from 94? Yeah, 94. I don't think this is an SP. It's just a 94 Upper Deck. And these also, this is year they came out with the electric diamonds. So cool. How about this one here? Here's a wild card from 1990 Baseball Major League All-Stars.
That's from a playing card deck.
Yep, U.S. Playing Card Company.
Yeah.
And it's got McGuire and Cornseco. How about some 90 Upper Deck or 90 Dunruss All-Star card? No, just the base card. These aren't the All-Star. These are the base. Here's a mini Allen and Ginter. McGuire. Here's a 93 Topps McGuire landscape. Nice. Got two of those. Here's one of those Pinnacle, like the mint, the coins. And there's the coin inserted neatly into this card. And we've got that one. We saw that one there, I believe, award winners. And we saw this one here before, All-Star card. Got a 50-cent price tag on it. And you're up, Donald.
All right. Got two left, number 1 and number 6.
And Bernie likes the leaf version of the McGuire card. It is cool. I like the leaf. I want to try to put the leaf set together as well.
Yeah, I've got the Leaf sets.
Oh, do you? Nice.
Mm-hmm. They're all binders.
Oh, cool. Very nice.
Bernie says number 1
Nur eins.
with the
Eins.
Kirby
Wow.
Pocket gold signature on it. Gonna put that right on top there so you can see.
There you go.
All right, that goes off to the side. And then we've got the Kirby Puckett 90 All-Star. Great gloves when he was with Minnesota. Then we got a Greg Maddux, red roughing. Paul Molitor, Dave Herman, Kirby Puckett, another Kirby Puckett All-Star, Bowman. That's the score, right? Dream Team. Kirby Puckett with the Twins. Tom Glavine All-Star card. Uh-oh. These ones snuck by. They're not even penny sleeved up. Let me rectify that real quick. They must have snuck by the penny sleeving process. All right. That goes down there now. All right. Then what do we got here? We got Greg Maddux and Jack McDowell at the single. Kirby Puckett. Then we got a Greg Maddux checklist card with him on the mound. Leaf product. Checklist. Yeah. Then we got a Kirby Puckett Stadium Club. 94 Topps All-Star. Topps Maddux. All-Star Kirby Puckett. Minnesota Twins. All-Stars Matt Noakes and Kirby Puckett. Well, Matt Noakes didn't make the Hall of Fame, but Kirby Puckett did. Kirby Puckett Diamond Kings. All-Star. 90 score Kirby Puckett. 88 Donruss. Select. Score. Another score. Which one's that? 96. Randy Johnson. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no! You got a booklet.
Yeah, I think I remember just there's nothing special about this except that it's all the same card.
Oh, yeah, that's special.
I guess that was a way for him to tell me, okay, these are all the same card.
Victor.
I'll have to fix these later, separate them all or something. Oh, Bipster.
The Bipster.
Okay, let's see. Can I switch this one? Yeah, no. I just folded in the wrong way. Oh well, they're here for now. Oh boy. All right, and then we got Al Lopez manager card, Luke Appling, headlines, Billy Herman. There's Hank Greenberg, Ralph Kiner with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Shout out to Bernie again. Greg Maddux, Eddie Matthews, Greg Maddux, Phil Rizzuto, Lefty Gomez, Ralph Kiner, Rick Farrell, and ending with 3 Nolan Ryans from the little set they had there. All right. Put that up in the Ryans. I'll figure out that Randy Johnson mess he's got here. I'll separate that when I get ready to put them in the box. Okay, let me switch back over to Mickey here. All right. At least I know where these Randy Johnsons all go. In the R bin.
Alrighty.
Heroes gold.
Good thing this box was picked, McGuire's picked, because I found some cards that don't belong there, like a Canseco cards and Cal Ripken Jr. card, and a Todd Helton card
Hmm.
that didn't really belong in here. So real quick, I'll be right with you. Just getting out some more stuff to look at while we're here sitting around. All right, here we go. Is it going to bring it down here? There we go. So we've got a Donruss Elite, but it's not an Elite card. It's just that's the title of the set is Elite McGwire. We've got this Sports Illustrated for Kids, Mark McGwire. And it's got a question about Mark is known as one of Oakland's Bash brothers for every good reason, for a very good reason. He has hit 30 or more home runs in each of his 3 full major league seasons. In 1987, Mark was named the American League Rookie of the Year after he set a record for rookies by hitting 49 home runs. He also played in the '84 Olympics. Who is the A's other Bash brother?
Hmm.
You remember?
McGwire, and you got Canseco.
Canseco. You're right. Jose Canseco. How about this? Here's a I guess McGwire wore 41 as the infield. It says infield McGwire. This is a Panini, and it's like an old picture of a young
Oh yeah, that's the USA baseball card with him on it.
USA image anyway, yeah. Here's a Bowman Chrome McGwire. Here's a college Mark McGwire at USC maybe, or SC. Just says SC, but some 2015 Panini Contenders McGwire. Here's the 88 Leaf version of the 88 Donruss set. Here's a Midsummer Classic Moments 1987 awesome rookie participates in his first All-Star game. Mark McGwire from Upper Deck. Here's a reprint of his Team USA card, and it's got like a Cooperstown. What's it say? Mark McGwire Topps. That's all it says there. So it's like a McGwire special commemorative.
Oh wow, yeah.
And here's Mark McGwire Topps Kids.
Mhm.
Here's a Mark McGwire Milk Bones and his Husky, and I think that might be
Got one or two of those.
Yeah.
I've seen them before.
His dog's name are Ellis and Sam.
Mhm.
Here's the back of that one. Card 4 of 20. Here's
You get a good couple bucks for that one. I think I sold one of mine for like $5 something one time.
Oh, okay. Select 95. Score select 95 or select. Here's the 6 in a series of 33 big hitters from Drake's 8th annual collector's edition Mark McGwire hand cut. Yeah, not by me, but hand cut. Got Yankee Doodles, Devil Dogs, and Sunny Doodles, whatever they are. The Devil Dogs, I never liked the Devil Dogs. You have the Devil Dogs? It's the 2 pieces of brown, cake, and they got all that whipped cream foamy stuff in the center.
Wow.
They were so dry, so dry. 1990 AL Superstars, Mark McGwire, and this is a Kmart card from 89, so it would be 90. Here's one from Revco, top of Big Leaguers, Mark McGwire, Oakland Athletics, first and third base. I said earlier he's moving like a third baseman in that one photo. Now I know he played third base too. 1990 Fleer Superstar Specials.
And Tom Mattingly.
Mattingly and McGwire.
Yeah.
And who's creeping in the background there? I don't know. You can see someone else's shoulder there. Here's Toys R Us 88 collector's edition, so it came in 89. Mark McGuire. Here's a Counterparts limited from Leaf Limited.
Why are you on the
Counterpart.
other side?
Who do you think's on the other side?
Oh,
You're never gonna guess. Colorado Rocky, and it isn't Helton. I got it. It's Counterpart first baseman, so it'll be Andres
all right.
Galarraga. Here's a Topps Finest McGuire, not refractor though. Here's a Post Collector Series McGuire. A lot of airbrushing on the helmet being done there. 2 of 30 card set. Here's 93 or 94. 94 Topps McGuire. Here's the 90 Fleer McGuire. Here's a parallel or a subset card, Mark McGuire flashback from Dunross, because there's a Dunross crown logo. And this is, I guess, like a Diamond Kings card, I guess. Crowning Moments. Flashback Mark McGuire, it says. From 2019. Here's a Allen and Ginter 2020 A&G McGuire. Here's, this is like a Heritage card, McGuire, with the 81 Topps design. And back, front and back. And here's 2 McGuire's All-Star card and base card from Home Run Derby card, I mean. And these are from like the 2020s or something like that. I don't know. 20 teens, 20, I don't know. Anyway, not displaying days. Here's another probably Archives or Heritage, Mark McGuire with the 62 Topps design. Here's Topps says 50, whatever that means. Mark McGuire, St. Louis Cardinals. The big 5-0. Here's a black bordered, I guess, or black card, 2021 Allen and Ginter McGuire. Don't know what the significance of that is. Guess it's just because it's not white. Here's McGuire Dunrush triple play. He's tossing the ball up for someone to whack. Mark McGuire 86 present first base. I don't know, Upper Deck. A lot of career record there. Here's the 93 Fleer or Dunrush, sorry, 93 Dunrush McGuire. Here's the 87 Record Breaker, so it's an 88 set, but it's the error variation because he's got that white box by his foot there. It's not part of the shoe. That's just where they didn't put red ink for some reason. And we have this Quest Stars McGuire double S. It says whatever from Upper Deck. Got a Stadium Club McGuire. Got this Leaf Studio 96 McGuire. Got another Studio McGuire here. Superstars on Canvas McGuire. It might be a subset. It's 3 of 10 card set, so it's an insert. And then we've got this McGuire Heritage, and it's probably a 4 of whatever. Can't read it. 4 of 12. And that's it. You're up, Donald.
all right. We're on the last one on my end here. Let's go ahead and get this next part going here. I get this up here real quick. I'm going to show you something here. I got this from Amazon today. It was really weird because I had got a package I was expecting, and then I got this one, and I was like, okay. It's the only thing that was in the box, and I look it over and stuff, and I'm like, well, I don't think I ordered this and stuff. And come to find out, it's like a hairdresser's hair coloring. Chocolate red or something. And I'm like, okay, I had my name on it. So I thought, oh, because my daughter sometimes uses my Amazon account and stuff.
Okay.
And so, but I asked her, I said, did you order this? She said, no, I didn't order that. How'd you get that? I'm like, well, it came to my mailbox from Amazon. I don't know who it is.
Someone's trying.
But I'll
Someone's
wait and
trying
see. I
to-
checked my Amazon to make sure I didn't order it by accident. And I don't have any outstanding orders right now.
Right.
So I was like, well, I'll hold on to it for a couple days. And if not, maybe I'll just try and sell it on eBay or something.
There you go. They're not gonna come looking for it down. They're like, man, no. My son had a
Whoever did
Oh.
order it and they put it in the wrong bag or something, I'm like, well, I don't think they could have got something to mine. So I think they just, maybe it was like next on the line, it just got my address put on it.
yeah, maybe. Or yeah, so your label came out and they stuck it on there for some reason.
Yeah. Just had two labels and put that one on that one and that one on the next one. And
Yep, my wife got something like that too. The package had her name on it, but it was like, no,
Right.
I didn't order that either.
so I'm like, well, okay, I'll hold on to it for a little bit and see what happens. All right. Last bin for today. And then I'm up if you are for the 3rd next Thursday,
Yeah, that's fine.
just before the 4th of July. It'll be our 1 day early 4th of July stream.
There you go.
So be patriotic.
Yeah, I am always patriotic, Donald. I bleed red, white, and blue.
You're
Just like you.
just like me. So, all right, we got Pedro Martinez here for Pinnacle. Ryan Sandberg, Fleer. Jim Rice, Tops. That's 85, I think, isn't it? Oh, 83s. That's the 83 style, right? Now we got Jim Rice and Bob Staley, just one of those. Got 2 of those, but only one person's a Hall of Famer. Jim Rice. Jim Rice. Oh, got a run of Jim Rice, just different versions. Roy Halladay. Goudet.
Gowdy, yeah.
That's my extent of my Australian try there. Ryan Sandberg. 2 of them. Pedro Martinez, Paramount 2000. Roy Halladay with the Blue Jays. Pedro Martinez with Boston. Vladimir Guerrero, Vladdy Daddy. Pedro Martinez, Flair Gamers. Roy Halladay, Topstown. Oh, that's one of those redemption type cards, subset. Pedro Martinez, that's a shiny looking one.
Yeah, from Pacific.
That's a Prism 2000. That's not the base, that's for sure. Pedro Martinez.
Actually, it might be. If you look up where you had your thumb on that, the little circle will have a card number inside that circle. Flip it on the back. Down in the bottom.
23. Oh, but it's a Prism.
Yeah, I don't know if that really matters or not with those Pacific cards.
Maybe they were all Prism. Well, it's called.
I think they may have been all
Okay, I'll just leave it.
Prism back then. They gave them goofy names. Don't try to hype it up.
Another Pedro here. Roy Halladay, Topps Chrome. Here's this Chrome. 2011. Cracker Jack ball players. Roy Halladay. Pedro Martinez. Roy Halladay again. Bowman Platinum. Roy Halladay Blue Jays. Pedro Red Sox. Derek Jeter says of Hideki Matsui. That's a Jeter card. That goes to my Jeter section. Tony Gwynn. There we go. Blue Jays opening day 2008. Halladay.
Red border, I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That means it's opening day. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Opening day one, and then the base one, probably
Base,
from the
yeah.
base set, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One's card 104, one's card 230. Pedro Martinez again. A lot of Pedros in this bin here. Pedro Revolution 1999.
Another Pacific.
Yep. Tony Gwynn, Baseball Heroes. Here we go. Johnson, Wainwright, and Halladay.
2 Hall of Famers.
Yep. That's a double.
If that's Randy Johnson on there.
Mm-hmm.
If that was Randy Johnson on there, yeah.
Oh, no, that wasn't. No, that's not Randy Johnson. Josh Johnson.
Oh, no, then there's only one Hall of
It was
Famer.
just Halladay.
Yeah.
Tony Gwynn. Addie Joss.
Mm-hmm.
Hugh Jennings. These are the 2011 Goodwin champions. Willie Keeler, King Kelly. Oh, there we go. There's the cowboy himself, Nolan Ryan.
There you go.
I don't think I've ever saw that one. Of course, I didn't really collect these Goodwin champions back in the day. I wasn't collecting back then.
You can still see Goodwin champion boxes on the shelves at Targets near me. I just don't buy them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bob Gibson, Lou Brock. There's a Whitey Ford in uniform. Jim Rice, Bo Jackson, Bo knows.
But Bo's not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I know. I'll set him with the other guys back there for now. Actually, he'll go in my other box for fan favorites.
That's it. I have fan favorite boxes too.
Yep. Ryan Sandberg, Pedro Martinez, Vladimir Guerrero, Upper Deck, Omega 2000, Tony Gwynn, Pedro Martinez. Here we go. What do we got? Pedro Martinez, Tim Hudson, and Esteban Luis. Just Pedro there. Holiday. Roy Halladay, Wade Boggs, All-Star card, Ryan Sandberg, Roy Halladay, Pedro Martinez, Johan Santana, Pedro Martinez, and Kurt Schilling. Could have, should have been, but he kind of gave up on the whole process now. I think maybe he'll get in by Veterans Committee later on down the road.
Yeah, well, like you said, he should get in, but people shouldn't let politics play into anything like that.
Exactly. 1996 Denny's Pinnacle. I've got all these Denny's sets.
Denny's.
So Tony Gwynn. There's Derek Jeter says about Chen Ming Wang. Tony Gwynn, Pedro Martinez, Wade Boggs, and end with a 96 score Wade Boggs. All right. One more sort this, and then we'll close up shop.
Okay, sounds good. We can just talk about something if you want to just chit chat while you're doing that.
Yeah,
maybe the guy.
Either way, and then we can just close up when I'm done. Maybe.
Yeah, we can talk about whatever. So we talked a little about you can put them away while we talk. Talking about eBay sales. I had one sale today. Had three cards, 3 to 5 cards sold yesterday. Slow, but nighttime is when my stuff comes in because a lot of people on the West Coast start buying then. Like we're 3 hours behind, so.
Usually by the time I go to bed at night, I see if I made any sales that day, and then in the morning I check to see if anything else showed up through the night.
Right.
Yeah.
Deals, what it is. And put my McGuire's away. There we go. Yeah, I got to start list. I think, like Airtime says, that the algorithms reflect like your listing and stuff like that. If we were to list some cards right now, we'd get a couple sales would start to come in. You know what I mean? It just like it triggers something.
Yeah, I've noticed that like when I don't put cards up for a while, I don't make as many sales. But after I put up a half dozen or a dozen cards and stuff, sometimes I'll get a sale or two, and it might not necessarily be the ones I just listed.
Right.
But it must give some algorithm so that it puts you out to the people.
So,
and notifications for the people that follow you.
Right. So one card that I've been selling a lot of lately, God is great, says, I'm just listening in the background. Okay. Thank you. One card that I have been selling a lot of is the, I think I'm all out now. It's the 1986, 85 I think it's 85 Vern Advanced Law father-son card.
Oh, really?
I had a rash of sales of them. I put them in my store. Let me see real quick. I'll go here. We're gonna go. We're selling. And we're gonna go orders, all orders. So it's as soon as they pop up here, last 90 days is fine. So it's a 1985 Topps number 137 Vern Law and Vance Law father-son card. I sold one on the 25th, or no, one sold on the 24th of this month, right?
Right.
Then I sold, and of course, Pete Rose cards are starting to sell it because he passed away. So I've been having some Pete Rose sales. And prior to the father-son card, I was selling a lot of the all my Vance, the father's older cards all sold too for some reason. I sold another one on the 16th of the father-son card of this month. Right. I mean, they just bought me out. Also, one thing I'm selling a lot of is the I have a couple thousand Charlie's Angels cards from 1977, I think they are. I've been selling a lot of them to just a couple of customers, but they've been buying them. Yeah, they're from 1977 Topps Charlie's Angels cards. And another card I've been selling quite a bit of is a 1979 Dale Murphy's. I had, like almost 20 of them, and I'm down to 2 of them left. And the other one is a 1979 card number 8. It's the leading fireman with Rich Gossage and Ferguson Jenkins on. I'm out of them now. I sold out of them, and I've had probably 6 or 7 of them that sold out. So for some reason, I don't know, the algorithm kicked in on them, and people bought me out of those. People are still buying crease cards off me too for some. Like I didn't want to sell crease cards in my store at all.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that before I left on vacation.
Yeah, but people are still buying them, and I still have them. So I was giving them away to people. I'm like, I don't want these. You want them? Sure, take them. I gave thousands. One guy I gave 13,000 cards to. Right, old 60s cards, 50s cards, whatever, 70s cards, and newer stuff that was creased or had some kind of defect. I'm like, I don't want them. You can have them. I gotta pay you something. He gave me like $50 for them. I'm like, okay, whatever. You want to pay me because I throw them cards in the trash. Here I've been throwing away money. Before I had my store, but people started telling me, I sell cards. You can sell them. I'm like, okay, but I asked like the bare minimum. I hardly make any profit off of them. I make 40 cents on the card. I'm happy. That's profit after everything is done. So I sell them for like $1.69 if it's creased or whatever. $1.69. That's the minimum card sale I make. It's $1.69. But yeah, So Donald, let's talk about have you played around with banners and stuff like that on your thingy here, StreamYards?
Oh, banners. Yeah. I mean, I've got some that I've done it before. I haven't done it lately where you could put banners up and stuff.
Yeah, so I set mine up with banners and stuff now.
That right there.
Yeah, I put that on my thing, my banner for my Hall of Fame, or like you could put your link to your eBay store on a banner.
Right.
I have that on mine, and I put mine and airtimes on there, and run that on my banner for my.
What I'm trying to figure out now is I have that. You've probably seen it if you go to my YouTube channel and stuff, where you see that little. I just have it in a highlight spot, like a not a trailer, but you can put it on the end too, where I have it.
An outro video. I know. I want to put my outro video. I don't
you
want the
got that on yours now. I've got my file, but I've got to figure out how to put it from my it's in my PC. I know I just have to put it on a thumb drive and then put it in my Mac, and then just put the file on my Mac, and then I can just reference to it. And on even on StreamYard, you can put in like the intro. I just have the countdown right now.
I haven't figured out how to put it on the. I'd like to have mine on the outro as well, or on my intro for my StreamYards.
Right.
That my boom slang thing, you know. But I haven't figured that out yet either. So you figured that out already?
Well, I just got to get around to. So, like I said, my intro video, which you could use as your outro, you know, you could use it in both instances. I just have to transfer it from my PC to my Mac.
Right. That's for your YouTube, but what about for your StreamYards? Have you figured out how to use it as your outro? Because when I go to the outro,
you can choose that when you get ready to start. There's a spot where you choose your intro.
Yeah, mine doesn't give me. When I clicked on it, it didn't give me like an option. It just gave me for the countdown. I'm like, I don't want the countdown. I want to put something else in there.
Yeah, but I think somewhere in settings there, I remember seeing it, but I don't.
Okay.
If I figure it out, yeah, I'll definitely let you know.
Okay, so for you,
when you set up the stream, you don't really actually choose that until you start, and then it says that, you know, the intro countdown. But I know there's a way, I think, to put the intro video in there.
Okay, so for you to put it on your YouTube, that's what you need to figure out, you said?
Yeah, on my YouTube videos, yeah.
Okay, so what editing program do you use? Are you talking about just videos or YouTube Live?
I just do all my, I do some videos sometimes, but I've never gone into editing and cutting things out, and inserting stuff and things like that.
So it's not that hard once you play around with it. I use Shotcut, it's called. Now again, you got a Apple, so you got to find Apple programs. Shotcut may have a version for your Mac.
So it's called Shotcut.
Yep, SHOTCUT, Shotcut. And so it's free software. And basically, if you're doing like a video and you want to drop files in, like, so when I do my sales videos for my eBay store, I'll shoot the videos on my phone, right? I'll shoot it on my phone, and then I'll plug my phone into my PC and upload the clips onto my PC, right? Then I take all those clips that are in their folder. I'll open up Shotcut. First thing I'll do is on my PC, in that same folder, I have my intro video, outro video. It's the same video in and out. I take it, I click on it, and I just drag it over and drop it in on the playlist side.
Okay.
When you think about it, it'll say playlist. If not, down at the bottom, there's a tab you click on that'll open up your playlist side. Like mine doesn't default to playlist. I have to click on it, and it'll bring up a wider thing, and you drop your videos in there. And it's just drag and drop them in there. And then you take them from there. Once you got them all lined up in order, however you want them. And mine are just numerical because that's how they come out of your phone, all with a number already assigned. Then I drag them down. I put them on there's a bar on the bottom. That's your play. That's like your video, your movie, whatever you're going to put together. And you drag those same clips down there and you drop them in there. And each time you drop it down, there's a snap tool. It'll automatically snap it and butt it up. You know, as you drag it and you get it close, it'll, like a magnet, it'll snap them together right where they are. And you just keep dropping them in there. So when I was really goofing around with stuff, I'd fade in each one and out. I don't do that anymore. I fade in the intro video. I fade out the intro video, right? And I turn the volume down because when I play it here, as I recorded it was super duper loud. So I got to turn the volume down on it on the video itself. So when someone clicks on it, it's not blasting them out.
Right.
So, and then I just drag everything on and drop it in, right? And I have a video, and I can make another, like a how-to video on how I use the basics on Shotcut, right? And drop it down. And once you get it all done, you're all done, all your little clips in there. Sometimes I have 10 clips, sometimes there's 5 clips. Once I have them all in there, then I'll just click on export, there's little tabs. You click export,
Mhm.
and it's going to export it. It'll start the export process. I click export, and then up top there's another bunch of whole files that you want to record it to. And then I click on the YouTube option. They're all alphabetical. I just go YouTube,
Mhm.
and it'll assign it a slot, like where it wants to put it. You can either, I've never changed it. It just goes to where it goes, and it goes to my D drive, and and under it goes to a file named Mickey. I'm like, okay, that sounds good. I'll just put it in that file there, and then you hit to export the second time, and it exports it all out, and it takes however long it takes.
Mhm.
There's options then to even edit out each little clip. If there's a long dead spot in there, you can
Right.
edit those out by
Edit
cutting
them out, right.
out sections. And especially once you start using it, it gets real easy. What I
Mhm.
haven't played around with is then putting in fancy cartoons or audio sounds or tracks like that. I
Right.
just did the video raw with me talking, but I do in the same editing format box that you have to make changes. Text, like if I said the wrong thing, like, oh, I could say, oh, well, this is from Wednesday and it was actually Thursday, then I'll put Thursday on the thing, say, oops, it was Thursday, oops, still went, Thursday, or still Wednesday, or whatever flub I made, I'll put it on the screen. And then what you do is with those two, when it starts playing, and I gotta narrow it down to where I can cut it.
Right.
I'm not deleting anything. I'm just cutting it. I'm stopping it there. And then when I cut it, it starts a new clip. And I'll go up there and I'll make the types and put the verbiage in there, the colors, whatever I want. And then I'll have it on this side, and then I'll cut it again where I want that verbiage to disappear off the screen, just gone. And then it still plays through like one, but then as you're watching, you'll see the thing pop up like, oh, he messed up, oops, and then it's gone again. Right. So you as the viewer get to say, oh yeah, he made a mistake. It's actually Thursday and not Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever day he said it was.
Right.
Playing with that, but I haven't messed around. Even with YouTube, putting in those fancy the little pictures that you put for your video. I haven't messed around with that stuff yet. But
where you could put the little icons to go to different videos.
Well, it just what it does is it's the picture for your video and fancy for whatever. Like some people really go crazy and they put all kinds of weird stuff in there, like a cartoon character of a guy swinging a bat with the clip with the name of his title of his video. Mine don't go like mine just goes boom slang. That's it, boom slang. That's it. Right into the intro, and the outro video is the same video.
Right. Yeah, that's what I want to kind of add that on, figure out how, even after you do it, you can add it on afterwards.
Yes.
When people come in and watch your videos, they'll get the intro and then the outro at the end.
Yes. Yeah. That's with Shotcut. That's how you edit. That's the editing program that I use, software. It's free. But for my recording, have a great evening, Donald and Boomslang. I have to run to the store. See you next Thursday. All right. Thanks, Bernie H. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Another program that I use for recording on YouTube, right, and going live. If I'm not using StreamYard, the video that I use, and I'm sure they have it for Mac, is OBS, Open Broadcast Source.
Yeah.
OBS. And that's what I use for recording my stuff live. But when I go and I make a video, I do that Shotcut, edit everything down, and then pop it up into YouTube in that format.
Right.
So just another program you can look into. I know I have on my channel a how to use OBS. I don't know if I have a how to Shotcut. But anyway. All right. How's the wife?
She's doing pretty good. She came down with last week. She had a UTI, and she was being stubborn, and she didn't go into the doctor. So we went this Tuesday, and then they had to give her the shot in the butt.
Ouch.
And then she's on the antibiotics or whatever and stuff for 10 days. But other than that, she's doing pretty good.
Gotta go to the doctor when you're sick at our age.
Yeah, I know.
You
No,
know.
I told her, I'm not going to force you, but you should go. And she said, well, I feel better now.
You're-
Yeah, you felt better, all right, because it moved from down below to a little bit higher. It went into the kidneys.
yeah, so
But at
you're
least
not
they
gonna-
caught it at the early stage.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you can't mess around with our bodies at our age anymore. We're not
Nope,
as
no
resilient as we used to be. You can't shake it off, even like a little cold anymore. It's like,
Yeah.
So let's see. So I did the auction house thing. I'd like to do some flea marketing coming up. Nah, just okay.
Well, you trying to go where you can record what you're getting at the flea markets and stuff?
I can. I haven't done a whole lot of that. Like I went to a card show. I didn't do any recording at the card show. I just came home, made a video of my pickups
And then
from
you
the
talked
card
about
show, what I paid.
That's probably what I would do too.
But at the flea market, you can walk around, you can record things, and it's just but it's a pain when you're holding this. First of all, people don't like the skinny
I know
view.
some people do it with, they'll have like a GoPro on their head and stuff. So wherever they're looking and stuff, that's what you can see what they're doing.
Right. And my son, I gave my son my GoPro because he was going to use it on his trip around the country.
Right.
I never got it back. I haven't bugged him for it back because it's a even though it's a GoPro Hero 4, it's now an old version, old model of GoPro.
Yeah.
You know, I bought all the whistles and bells. I bought a thing that you wear on your chest. You can mount it here on your chest.
Oh,
I bought the thing you can mount it on your wrist. I got a thing you can mount it on your shoulder. I got.
You just never used it yet.
And I've used it before to record things, and I bought all kinds of attachments. I put a GoPro on my baseball bat one time, and I went to like baseball practice, and I mounted it on my bat, and so you could kind of see, everything when I hit the ball.
I remember I saw that video.
And as soon as I hit the ball, the camera snapped off its mount. The camera went further than the ball. It's like, what the heck? The camera did clunk, 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 clunk. So I had to go pick up the camera. I'm like, well, that broke off. But I did play games where I was catching, and I mounted it on my mask, my helmet, so I could, you can see the ball coming in and stuff like that. I wore it on my baseball helmet when I'm batting, running the bases and stuff like that. I've also mounted like my phone on a tripod and set it watching the game from a little bit further back. I've done a lot of stuff.
Like a selfie stick.
Yeah, not on the baseball field, but yeah, I would go up to bat and umpires and catcher would be like, "Oh, what's that? What's that, man?" So it's a GoPro. I just record some of my baseball stuff. It's for my own personal use, stuff like that. And they're like, "Okay," so don't worry, I'm not gonna hassle you if you're gonna call bad. I don't do that. If you call a bad pitch on me, I'm not gonna stand there and cuss you out for it. Don't worry about it. You're not even gonna be on. You're not even gonna be on the thing. You're not on the camera. It's me and the pitcher and the pitch. So some people get worried about that, but they're in public. So what are you gonna do? That's your thing. You gotta deal with it when you're in public. You're not a private citizen anymore when you're in public. Neither are we, right? So we're subject to the same rules. If someone's recording them, so be it. But anyway, I want to go to flea market. I got a friend who sells up at the Columbus flea market, and Ronnie, he put a thing out on Facebook again today. His cards. I want to get up there and look at them. And there's a guy selling cards in Palmyra, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with this part of New Jersey or not. But Palmyra, it's near the Delaware. It's across from the Coney section of Philadelphia.
Right, yeah.
And there's a guy over there that's advertising, $5 boxes of cards, come on out, and he's doing it yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So I want to head up there tomorrow, see if I can check him out. He had it before, and I didn't go, and I'm like, I gotta go. So
All right.
other than that, yep, that's it.
Well, I'm going to get ready to wrap up. My wife wants to go to the store because we're having some people over for dinner tomorrow. So,
Wow. I got my grandkids tomorrow night, all night. They're coming over in the evening. They're spending the night.
was it game night?
Whatever.
Whatever they want to do, huh?
Yeah,
Huh.
that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for having me again.
Yep. And we'll see you next Thursday, same time, 1 o'clock.
All right. Sounds good.
Which is what, like 4 o'clock your time?
Yeah, I'm 3 hours ahead of you. So,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay.
Doke. Peace,
All right.
everyone. See you guys in the
Okay.
next one.
We'll see you next time. All right.
Later.
All right. Bye now. All right. We're going to get ready to shut up. Close out the shop today, and we'll see you again next Thursday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, same bat time, same bat channel. Take care.